All right, we're looking pretty good. Hello, guys. It is July 30th, and I am Thorin Rain, but you can call me Thor. And tonight we've got more Satisfactory on the schedule. We got 1 smart plating per minute factory assembly line done. And I think today we're going to try to get 2, at least 1 more built today. So let's get the game loaded up. And I got a little tickle in my chest here. I've been coughing a little bit, so time for some water. Right off the bat, we need some water. Let's see. Hydration, the original hydration drink. I'm pretty sure is how that goes. And let's just check. Yep, we're looking good, I think. All right, it is finally Thursday. We've got 1 more day till the weekend. That is exciting. Let's see. And I think we've almost got the floor layout. Although the problem is we're running low on iron plate. That might be a problem. So let's go see if we can get any more of that iron plate built here, constructed. Yeah, we are completely out of iron plate. Actually, well, that would give us 250 right there, but 21 out of 5,000. We got a long ways to go. But we'll get there. Hopefully, well, actually by this rate, it will be by next month. But, you know, that's a few days, that's only a few days away. Alright, we do have some iron plate in here. Oh, that's going to get us started at the very least. So do we have a good stream of it? Yep, we got a good stream of iron plate coming in now. Am I gonna commit the cardinal sin of crafting it by hand? No. We're gonna go and build at least the 2nd story here. Man, this is huge. We're gonna build the 2nd story instead of building the last floor, the top floor for this. And there it is. There is all of. Let's see. What am I saying here? It's all of the smart plating right here. 1 per minute. 1 per minute per floor. Kind of like how that. Oh yeah. I shut everything off. So we're actually not getting 1 per minute per floor anymore because we don't have resources coming in anymore because we got to use it for iron plate. All the building materials. So we can. Oh, so this isn't going to be too bad because we already got this half built. We just need to get. We just need to now start getting all this connected in and built. The 2nd stage of production here, intermediate parts, copper rotors, and stitched iron plate. So let's see. We'll use that right there as our anchor point. And it's going to be... Oh, well, I'm going to need to put in a ladder. Oh!
We reached our new subs goal of 10. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, let's see. I don't see a stream alert for that. Let's see. I'm guessing I know who that might be. That might be Narnia Nerd out there, but I'm not sure because I don't know why it's not showing up as a stream alert. I got to investigate that. I say that every month, but appreciate the subscription or the Amazon Prime, I believe. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's 10. I can't believe that. I got 10. Who would have thought a streamer like me would have gotten 10 subscriptions? Amazing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're doing this way too hard. Right up like that. Okay, that gives us a good anchor point to start working. Reference point. Let's see. Merge chat. I just want to make sure my chat's working here. All right. Cool. Activity. Ah, yes, I see it on my activity right here, I think. Yes, that was Narnia Nerd. Very much appreciate that, sir. Let's see. All right. Let's start. Actually, you know what? I can just also grab this here. Yeah, that's correct. All right. No, we don't need two of those. What am I doing? I am going cray-cray here. And let's hook that up right there. And as much as I don't want to do that again, I think I'm going to. There we go. So straight up. Perfect. And is a 2x6 for a total of 12 machines. Actually, this one we're going to probably do 5 because we learned last time that we can only go down to 1%. Can't go any lower than that. So we're not actually saving anything. So we're going to actually make these 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to make the logistics a little weird, though. It is going to make the logistics a little weird. And I don't think I like how that's going to make the logistics weird. And am I going to care? That's a good question. Maybe we'll just make it 4. And then we know we need to make this 1 divided by 8. That should be fine. All right, that makes logistics a lot easier. We're not really consuming that much more power. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might even do that on the bottom. Maybe. Probably. Probably not. See how I made that decision there? Let's see. Did that take? Yes, it did. Make sure I copied all of that over. I don't think I did. But yeah, we're actually saving a little bit more power by doing it this way. Because we cannot go under 1%. Which means we're actually overproducing slightly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it doesn't really bother me too much because that's less we have to construct per floor. All right, there's that. Then for the fun part of hooking up the dual layered logistics here. Although this is actually nice. I don't have to hook up as many of them now. That is definitely not right. So is it like this? Yeah. I don't know why I always goof that. Which one? There we go. I'm just thinking here. It'd be pretty cool to start working towards geothermal. Don't have to go out and won't have to ever go out and get biomass anymore. That would be very nice. There, just like that. That one's done. Oops. There we go. I gotta actually press the button. I gotta actually click. I'm gonna do it that way because it takes up just the right amount of space. Goes there. No, that took the problem. And that one will go. Oh, I'm out of iron plate. We might cannibalize the floor to get more iron plate because that's going to be a bit problematic. But let's see. And yes, dimensional depots. I cannot wait for those. Now we're making them. I think we're keeping up with demand here. Let's see. Trying to think what has happened since yesterday. Not a heck of a lot. Although I did see Microsoft gained like 10% on the stock market today. That's freaking nuts. I need a ladder. Wait, this is the wrong floor. Or this is the wrong section? Yeah, it's over here. So it might not take too long to get 2 per minute set up. But again, we need the iron plate. So I need to adjust the volume settings on my side here. That's just a quick Steel Series sonar. Actually, oh, for some reason it's not open. Oh. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Let me check something. Okay, good. Let's see. Maybe that one I'll actually tuck in like that. There we go. Yep. That makes sense. And it's okay. Then this side. So is 3. I'm getting better at it. I cannot wait for blueprints though. Holy crap. I think that's actually the part that's a little bit more tedious, is that if I had blueprints, this would already be done. Of course I freaking hooked up. Okay. Can fix this though. Not a problem. Yeah, then I wouldn't have to keep doing this every single time, dude. But we had a good turnout yesterday. I was very pleased with yesterday's stream. May not be like that all the time, but we'll take what we can get. Okay. Ow! What the heck? Just a random bonking out of nowhere. Unbelievable. Can't imagine who that would have been. You're unbelievable. Unfriggin' believable. I am. I mean, I am taking on this challenge, so... Thanks. What's going on, random? Alright, so there's the logistics. The usual. Yep, it is the same old day after the middle of the week. Kind of the same here too. Just getting through the week. Trying to survive till the weekend. Let's see, how do I want this? That will work. Let's see. Looks weird. Okay, there we go. What? Why is that not going down there? Blueprints, they cannot come fast enough. Wait. 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 Get up there. That's a little weird, but okay. Oh, weird. Awkward. I guess technically that's how I could hook them up, but... And right there. I think I saw more development on the cloud server stuff, but this was NVIDIA's cloud servers. So I wonder how that's all going to pan out. It might be the next thing. You never know. They can eliminate the lag. Instant gaming via cloud does open it up to a new audience, for sure. You don't need to get super invested to get into gaming. You just get a subscription. So it makes me wonder if you get like Xbox Live and then a cloud service. That is, why is this not there? Raises the question, you have zero ownership over those games and the hardware you're playing it on. It's kind of, that's a little unnerving. I'm not going to lie. Especially also since PlayStation is no longer doing hard copies of video games. That's just very strange to me. Very strange. Yep. What alternate universe are we living in right now? I don't get it. They didn't make a very good decision on the Helldivers thing either. So they're driven by profits, greedy corporations trying to make a buck. They can get away with it. And to some degree they can. I think that's the right position. Should be. This one, no, it is not in the right position. So which one is not in the right position? It's not that one. It's got to be that one. What are you up to tonight, man? Minecraft? Well, other than harassing me. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. And we're out of reinforced iron plate. Wait a minute. Oh no, this is correct. Because this is the second set. Harassing you. Well, chop chop. It's been quiet. You're not doing a good job. Big update in the pack. As in the Minecraft pack, or? Ah, gotcha. Anything good? Anything good in the new content? Some mods were removed and recipes changed. Gotcha. other way? No. No, that was... Fuck. So a lot of stuff broke on my end. Oh, yep. Day one patches are always fun. Not. Reminds me of like whenever an X-Pack came out for World of Warcraft, things would always, up until maybe like Mists of Pandaria, they would always be just shit shows. It's due to the recipe changes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that aligned? I don't think it is. Damn it. Didn't mean to eat the starfish there. Why do I keep messing that up? I don't know why. Oh, it's rotated the wrong direction this time. So a lot of things that I have now was made on the old version. So technically, like Factorio and Space Age, I have stuff I shouldn't have now. Oh, yep. That makes sense. Why is this being a pain? What the hell? Why are you building weirdly? Because I like to have these straight. I have OCD about my belts and that they're straight. There we go. Then line them up in the right spot, not against the lifts. Yeah, well, I'll demonstrate why I'm doing it this way here in just a minute. For one, I need a splitter to split between, to load balance this. Let me just finish this up. That there. Oh wait, this one is the 3. Oh, but I'm out with freaking iron plate. I may not be able to do it. I may have to go get some iron plate. Oh, I don't even have the other side set up yet. All right, well, I may have to come back to this because I really don't want to take this down. If you set it up normally, it's one tile too far out, and it has an S curve. I mean, maybe I should just ignore it and just build it, but not. I'll show you on the next one because I gotta go get more materials. I suppose it's probably not that big of a deal. Or you add, let's see, 100% build costs, or you add a turn to the belt. Well, it doesn't S turn. It doesn't S turn, and maybe I will just, you know what? Maybe I will just be okay with it until I get the blueprints. You know what? Because this is spending so much time. Right angle, turn out the lift into a merger splitter. You'll see here in just a second. I will. Do I have rotors? I'm gonna need some rotors. mean, plenty of rotors at least. All right. Where am I? I need to go up one more. All right. Let's set up the other side here. All right. And maybe I'll just do this going forward because it is taking forever to do. So if I just hook it up like this, and I put one right here. Well, hold on. I guess it could go like that. Actually, would that work? Would that work? Technically, that works. Yeah, that's probably the easier way to do that. How about that? So let's actually test that now that it does that. I mean, that's a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, that's so much easier. Why did you call me out on that yesterday? Yeah, I don't see any reason not to do that. Just noticed it now. Damn it. Damn it, random. You're supposed to catch me on those things. Alright, well, we'll do that going forward. No reason to be making that harder than we needed to. Plus, I built the same line with splitters and mergers. Yeah. That's a fuck ton easier. Not gonna lie. I kind of wish I knew that before. Oh, well. Now we can appreciate how much faster I'm going to build. 1, 2, 3. Is it only... Wait. Oh, no. No.
Pioneer is an idiot.
Wow, that's brutal. That's brutal. That's almost uncalled for. Let's see. There. Alright, well, we can get this definitely done now.
How is it brutal when it's facts?
Facts can be brutal. Just facts don't care about your feelings. That's the actual thing you gotta talk about. Facts don't care about your feelings. There was a reason why I did it that way.
You have feelings?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I do or not. Maybe I don't. Let's see. I mean, I do have to stream and get harassed all the time, so. Oh,
explains why you're single.
Explains why you're single. I have no feelings. Let's see. I feel like there would have been a reason why I did that, but I cannot come up with a reason right now. Well, that is a lot easier. I am glad we've got that figured out, though. So this is Linkin Park's new song. It's good. It's not quite the same as old Linkin Park, but you know. Oh. Well, we'll be able to build this in record time now. In fact, I might even be able to get 2 more done tonight, considering how much faster we're going to be able to build. Oh, why is this? Maybe it's just that close. Yep. Oh wait, why is this wrong? That's weird. Well, we're not going to do it that way then. Is this one too far out? Yep. It's one too far out. No, it's not. That's weird. Well, it's not an issue. Yeah, that one's in the right position. That one is not. All right, and I believe I just hooked it up like this. What? Frick is that? I'm not going to worry about it too much. If it's a little bit off, so be it. So now we need to figure out... Huh? We have two of them there? Weird. Alright, so that... We got some Daft Punk going on. It's all center of this one. So it's... Yeah, there we go. That's better. Perfect. Other than that's not a curve. I'm out of iron plate again. Damn it. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one's off by 1, but that's okay. Actually, let's start working on... hooking up the power. That gives me a little bit more time for the iron plate to get set up. Just get it the frick done. That's not it. There's that one. Huh? Yeah, whatever. It already is what it is. Well, let's see. Let's fix it. Wouldn't be that hard to fix it now that we've got it actually figured out. Yeah, it won't be that hard to fix. Why did it do it backwards? I wish it would remember which direction you actually middle mouse click on. It's really annoying. There we go. Yeah, that was a quick fix. I did that again. I don't know how. I guess I'm very talented. I can miss by 1 pixel. Not that great for first-person shooters, but... Best first-person shooter ever. Let's hear it. Best first-person shooter ever. COD 4 Modern Warfare. So I never played that one. I did Modern Warfare 2 though, I think. Call of Duty, was it Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare 2? Something like that. Let's see. You mean not GoldenEye? Not GoldenEye? Everybody says like GoldenEye's the... I think GoldenEye was the trendsetter. I think GoldenEye was the first one to... Never played GoldenEye. I think I remember playing it. And then N64. I played it on the N64. It was a good game. I think it was the first of its kind to have like... Was it... No... Or maybe on console it was the first one. I thought it was like a trend... a trendsetter for... at least on the N64. And I think there's also pretty decent multiplayer on it too. Actually, that one we have to bring out a little further. We'll get to that when we get to that. Why am I getting pinged? Bruce. All right. Well, I mean, that was substantially faster. I'm pretty sure this is all hooked up. Still, blueprints will be a blessing once we get to that point. All right. Oh, dang it. Let's see. Gotta get back up there now. Oh, there's a ladder right there. How convenient. Then we're gonna need uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. seis? I don't know. My Spanish is terrible. I don't even know Spanish, so let's just winging it. More iron plate. Yeah, we are keeping up with demand a little bit. But this is pretty exciting. This means that development for phase 1 is almost complete. I'm wondering if maybe I should even try to make that a stretch goal this week. Try to get this done. Okay. But at least that trick will make building these go a lot faster. This one was pretty quick because it was already half built. And we might actually reroute resources back up here just to test it, make sure it works, and then shut it back off. Like I always say, if it ain't been tested, it don't work. I need to do this first. Yeah, this is a hell of a lot easier. We are cruising. So why is that's peculiar? That is very peculiar. Now I don't have space, even though somehow I have space down here. What's up with that? I do not think I'm going to dismantle it all to fix that, but we'll see. I don't know. Yep, that's in the wrong spot. And that's part of it. So is these in the wrong spot too? I don't think so. Yep, that's the problem. I think I am going to have to fix it too, because I'm not going to be able to get resources in there. Gosh diddly darn it. That's really annoying. But at least we know how to construct it quickly now. Okay. Do you speak my language? Have you ever had a Vegemite sandwich? Nope. I've seen Vegemite. I've had a jar of it before. It smells like fish food. It's disgusting. Of course. Well, actually, that's fine. Let's see. There we go. Gotta clean all this up because this is wrong. Wrong. I'm not gonna bother with the getting rid of the power poles here. Let's see, we're gonna put this back on though. But we've got this streamlined now, so it's not too hard to fix. Oh, geesh. I guess I am gonna fix that. Having things clip really bothers me. Let's see, right there. And just like that. That hooked up. We need one more splitter here. Of course. Had to mess that one up. And I did it again. Unbelievable. Can you believe that? I can. Yes, I can, Random says. Yeah, you would. Wait a minute. What the hell's going on with this? That's the input. That's why this is being weird. Wait a minute. What in the... It's still the wrong direction. What is wrong with me right now? Holy crap. A couple of times it's like, okay, ha ha ha, but now it's starting to get a little bit annoying. Yeah, well, fuck indeed. There we go. My God. Painful.
Well, fuck! Oh!
The scream. All right. There. Finally hooked up. That is the smart plating. I got that hooked up right. Yes. So we'll actually have the second assembly line hooked up here pretty soon. And we're almost 1% up here, 1% into completing phase 1. Amazing. That one. That's wrong. All right. That's correct. That's correct. I must have one too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. There we go. All right. Yeah, that is so much faster. I mean, I'm glad you called me out on that, because I'd have been struggling with that probably until the end. Eesh. Sometimes you just get into a rhythm and you don't really question why you're doing what you're doing. That's in the wrong spot. I always question what you're doing. I know. It's actually probably not a bad thing. Someone's got to keep me honest. Yeah, those were wrong, but that's okay. Try to get this done as quickly as we can. Okay. There's that side, and well, now we have too much space. I don't know what it did. I don't care. As long as I can make it work, I'm happy. I know it's supposed to go there. And it's gonna go somewhere right there. I don't know if that's its final spot yet. That's going to come over this way. Oh. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I'm going too fast. Blueprints. For the love of God, blueprints. I'm going too fast. That whole thing I got to now redo again. Because I took it off from the... Wait a minute. Yeah, I took it off from the wrong side. Testing my patience tonight. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm testing my own patience. The hell? Am I going to really worry about that? Not really. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's go with that. 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 Where is everybody tonight?
Not here because you're a bitch.
Wow, really? No way. No way. That can't be true. Who does this guy think he is? I can't believe I did this right the first time.
Smells like bitch in here, and it's not me.
It's not me. Wow. What if there's someone else in here? That's very rude. It's not very considerate. Again. Wow. What is wrong with me tonight? Okay, we gotta change the song because this is on repeat here for some reason. Oh, which one is that? Wait, what the hell? Spotify, you've gone insane. Or was it the wrong direction? Oh, I went in the wrong direction. There. Weird. Just all over the place today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Take your ADHD meds? I'd have to know I even had ADHD. How do you even know that? I mean, Adderall would help with a game like this, I'm not gonna lie. Surprised you didn't say something to the effect of, did you take your meds, old man? Unbelievable. You're slacking. Right, let's make sure this is pointing the right direction. There we go. And I'm out of iron plate anyway. That one went up pretty quick. That side went up pretty quick at least. All right, and I'm also gonna redirect the resources up here because we're getting ready to do a test here pretty soon, and I'm sure I'll have missed something, but we're almost up to 200 now, so we are gaining. We're gaining. What we're gaining, I don't know. But we're gaining. So that's kind of an interesting bug right there. And I think I know why that is. I know why it's doing that, but it's still kind of interesting. Pretty sure it's trying not to render things that you're not looking at. All right. All right, we were gonna try to hook things up. So that means we also got to get power hooked up. Well, I think we already have power hooked up on the previous one, so that's all right. Excuse me. Okay. This is actually be an accurate representation. Maybe not. Because the belts aren't fully loaded now. Okay, that hooks up. Smart plating factory. Yep, it's the smart plating factory. Let's get rid of that. That's just weird. A random ladder. 1 second. And it'll actually still make some stuff while it's emptying out the excess there. Here it comes. Man, I am very pleased with how this came out. All right. They're on their way up. And up we go. We're almost done with the second floor. We're about ready to set up a test to see if I've missed anything, which I know for certain I have. Let's see. We should be getting some resources on that line pretty soon. Just want to make sure everything's good in the hood here. Yep, there it goes. Okay. So then you've got to figure out how we're actually going to hook up the power to all this. All the resources are here. That'll work, and then just well, we won't be able to daisy chain it all the way up, so we'll have to figure out something else. That's all right. This works for now. Ooh, we're almost maxed out on our power here. Almost. But it's not designed to handle both systems at the same time. It's only right now designed to handle one at a time. Either the smart plating factory or the mall. So this looks to be good. This is not good. What's going on with this? Huh? What's your problem? What's your deal, huh? Why do you gotta be not working? Hmm? No power. Why you gotta be stick in the mud? because I didn't hook you up to power. There we go. All right. Those are all green. Super green. Those are all super green. Well, actually, oh, it's just because it's, well, actually, why? What's going on here? Does anybody recognize where that's from? I'll give brownie points to if anybody recognizes where that's from. And it's actually really crazy to think about how old that is. Ugh. Let's take a look down at the level below. Yeah, okay. And screws are working. All right. That's good. Excuse me. Felt like I had to sneeze there, and then all of a sudden when I went on mute, it's like, nope, you don't. Okay. Oh, and this needs to be a Mark II belt. There we go. Oh, this doesn't have power yet. Okay. How did I set that up down there? Well, that one's the one on top. Okay. Okay. I had it selected. Now I don't know how to get it back. There we go. Oh, damn it. There we go. I was a little confused. You confused? Never. I never get confused. Oh, I didn't hook up on any of the power here. That's annoying. Well, we'll do that in a little bit, actually. And pull it all the way out here. Amazing song. See, was it Resh that always says every time it was time to go home, the song would play? It's funny. Actually, I want it right. Here. That one I actually went out a little further too. All right, so we almost have the power hooked up. Anybody ever watched Van Helsing Abridged? So no power hook up to that. All right, we gotta fix that. There we go. Okay, so this is looking good. Okay, so that will take a little while. Start getting rolling, Rick rolling even. We got one that's not hooked up to power. Oh, this whole thing's not hooked up to power. You know what? Is that going to be a better way to do that? Just hook it up like that. Yeah, that will be a much easier way to do that. The hell? Just put it between the feet there. Yeah, that looks good. And it's easy to center it on. Much better. You do this as many times as I have, you gotta find some shortcuts. That's hooked up. We got some definite power scaling issues we got to worry about here. All right, that one's hooked up. Get up there. Actually, you like it that way because it makes it easier to jump in between machines because they're not in the way. But we're up to like 3,000 megawatts now. Yes, but it should get reduced here once we get things built or fed, I should say. So it's coming directly out of it. So what we'll do is temporarily disable this. And I can see exactly where it needs to go. Oh yeah, we've been building unintentionally. No, yeah, semi-unintentionally. We're up to past 1%. 1%. Amazing. Ow! What the heck? The heck, man? What's the bonk for? I think that one actually is going up to the tops. Yes. So that one's hooked up. Okay. There it goes. Cool. Here they come. Am I gonna have a power outage? I might. This does not look correct, does it? So that's a Mark II belt, but that's getting split. Something doesn't seem right. For sure. Let's go back over here. We must have a bottleneck somewhere on this line. Mark II. talk to... There's one part of it. Yep. And these probably need... I mean, hold on. No, those don't need to be. Wait. What's going on with this? Why isn't this going up? Oh no, this one, never mind. This one... Wait a minute. No, let's see. The merger halfway up. No, I don't think that's the problem. Okay, no, that's correct. I gotta look at my maybe my model here. That should be fine. This one's fine because it's not going up to anything yet. This is the problem. What have we got in the double input? No. This one's fine because it doesn't connect to anything. It's actually just fully saturated. Let's see. Is the... Oh, I gotta go higher. What did I do wrong? Okay, this should be 64 per minute, or roughly 64 per minute. No, this looks correct. This is looking like it's filled up a little bit more, though. Maybe that was the issue. Let's see. Are these set correctly? Maybe it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 2 per minute. It's 2 per minute. Maybe this is wrong. Well, it's maybe this just needs to be maybe this just needs to be underclocked more. A reactor in my mod pack decided to explode. Oh god. Turns out water consumption was changed when the pack updated, so it went boom after my redstone failed. I didn't know you could have reactors in Minecraft. So let's bring up the modeler. I think I might be overclocked for this. Maybe I didn't recalculate that. Different mods have power. Gotcha. Yep, we're overclocked. It's supposed to be 6.6667%. And 1 divided by 12. That ain't it. 6.6667%. And if we do calculator, if we take, no, I can do it in the game. Well, it's easier to do it here. 0.67 times 12 is 8.4. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, that explains some stuff. So we can now go ahead and underclock all of these. That was based off the old number of machines I was using. So it technically isn't wrong. It's just kind of, well, yeah, it's weird. It is using too much power, kind of. Other than it just oscillates, and that's not really nice to have. It's not really nice to have if you're doing this playthrough. Is you don't want it to oscillate. So that will reduce power further. $3,200. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. That confused me. I'm on the first floor of the smart plating facility. Now we actually have that done. We'll update this. Cool. So that will reduce total power consumption by quite a bit. Give a more steady output as well, I think. Oh, these look like they're working. Screws are slowly coming in, or are they not? They're not. Oh, no. Oh, fucking hell. I'm having a hard time tonight. Okay. Let's check the other side here. What's going on with this assembler? No copper sheets. Why no copper sheets? It's kind of weird. Why no copper sheets? So not getting copper sheets either? Yep. Right, so that's now steady. Ugh. $62 out of 5,000. pumping on a lot of screws. Yeah, it's spitting them out now at a more consistent pace. Oh yeah, always. I'm always screwed. All right, let's take a look. This is getting... Why is copper sheets not going over there? I'm just going to disable this for now. I want to see what's going on with this. There's something odd with these belts here. Nope. Okay. Yeah, for some odd reason, it's not coming out of that splitter. There we go. Must have been a faulty connection. Okay, that's good. I'm surprised this is still so high. Now it's because we haven't made any smart plating over here yet. Let's see. Nothing yet. That's because with that mentality, you're going to stay single. All right. But I'm always screwed. Okay. Just hook up the other side. And then we'll start building the next level. Should technically have 4 per minute at the end of this. We're wrapping up about 2 per minute now. This is the second assembly line of smart plating. Man, all of this because of the modifiers, all of this freaking stuff over here. These are still going. Wow. I disconnected that a long time ago and it's still going. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, why is there no iron plate? Again, if it ain't been tested, it don't work. So we'll probably have to let this just spin its wheels for a while, because I think it has like a half-hour spin-up time. You haven't been tested, and you apparently work. But tested for what? Never mind. I don't want to know. Get out of here, random. Get out of here. I don't want to know. You didn't see that. Whoop. Okay. So this all looks well. Hold on, what's going on here? Is it just full? It's just full. Does this need to be a Mark II belt? Let's check. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. It's only 53.3 per minute. Let's check to see if this is correct. 2.469%. Close enough. Yeah, that's not going to make a difference. All right. While that's spinning up, we're stress testing this this floor. We will start the next one. Yeah, that one's still yellow. It's probably still filling up. Yeah, it's still filling up. Let's see if we can help it along here. All right. Next floor. I'll have to pay attention. 62 out of 5,000. Whoops. Look a monster. Sure that these are lined up correctly because I'm tired of having to fix it. But then I didn't go too high enough on that one, but does that look right? Other than it's facing the wrong frickin' direction. Oy. I believe there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something. Okay, it should be fine actually. What's that noise? All of these are facing the wrong damn direction. I love it. There's that. This is going to take forever. Okay, make sure we're facing the right direction, hopefully. Yep. Oh, we're out of iron plate. I kind of feel like, though, this is a test to see. This is kind of like being gate kept to see if you can make it to the later phases. Because if you can go through the trenches with this, you can probably get through anything. I feel like once we get past phase 1, things are going to start getting a little bit easier. Or at the least, less tedious. Maybe. I'm going to have to turn this back on soon. You know what? We're not even going to know. We're going to hook that up to our space elevator. Haven't even done that yet. Wow. What am I doing? No rotors yet? Oh, okay, we got one. Got some rotors coming out. Let's see what's going on with this. Nope. No screws. Screwless. Right there. It's interesting though. That one's somehow working. Must have had some excess. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. Still finding issues. Still finding issues. Let's see. Again, blueprints. Okay, that will start. Oh, and I had a bottleneck there too. My goodness gracious. Rough night tonight. Rough night. Again, that is why we test it. So no iron plate. Yep, we missed a connection. Okay. That should be enough. I think that's slowly emptying. Oh, no Caterium. Yep, there's another mistake. Oh my goodness. Pretty happy I'm doing this. We're down to 2,300 megawatts now. That's good. Okay. We can get back to work on the next floor. I'm gonna need to start getting some signs because it's getting a little bit challenging to identify which floor I'm on. And you know what? I have yet to use an elevator. That was in 1.1. I have yet to use an elevator at all. And this would be a pretty good place to put an elevator. Check on fuel supply too. I would imagine I've gone through quite a bit so far. All right. So do I actually want to set up the bus first? I think I actually do. So let's set up the bus. Let me get all the resources up there. Oops. Let's see. Okay. Actually, is that what I want to do? Now I gotta figure out if that's what I want to do. Yeah, that should connect up. Okay, yep. It's a little bit confusing. Oh, I see. Yep, we do want to go up on that one. That's the Caterium up there. Oh. There we go. Okay. Oh, so this actually doesn't need to come out here. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's see. Can't tell where it is from here. It's gonna be iron is the first one, so let's at least get that started. Okay, it's a little bit tricky. Ooh. So that actually helps us quite a bit. This would be a copper 1, copper 2, deuterium. Okay, and then iron 2. Ow, what the heck? That's just it was so random. Okay, so there's the first belt. This is pretty impressive. Oh, hey, it's working. I got 71 out of 5,000 now. So that if that's iron plate, then that one has to be iron plate 2. And actually we want Mark 2s everywhere. Dun-dun. To make sure that those are correct. So far, so good, I think. Gotta go up one more level. should be... Oh, we're out of freaking reinforced iron plate. Yeah, that looks good so far. Cool. All right. We gotta go more reinforced iron plate. That's gonna be potentially problematic. I don't know if I've got any more. Let's do another check here. That's still yellow. Why is that still yellow? No copper. Oh, God. Okay. Still finding issues. Okay, so we've got the rotors, I think, set up. Is this still building stuff down here? What the heck? Interesting. I mean, that's fine. We're backed up. What are we backed up with all this for? No, just no screws. Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Wait a minute. We've got plenty of screws. What the hell is this? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Look at this. That's so annoying. That was the same issue we ran into the other day. I think this is this floor 1? Means you're bad at games. Get good, scrub. Well, I'm just about as good as your spelling, so we'll call it even. Good, about as good as your typing. So this this entire half isn't going to have any screws. They're screwless. Yeah, this was floor 1. Wow. Okay. So we weren't even complete technically yesterday. So you're smart. I think so. I think I'm pretty smart. My mom tells me I'm pretty smart, so that must be true, right? It's a lie. Your mom's lying to you. Jesus Christ. Chat's telling me my mom's lying to me. She does it to make you feel better about yourself. Uh-huh. So that's still spinning up. All right, we'll just keep chugging along here. Although, I'd like to have it fully online, but I don't think I'm going to wait that long. 0.08 per minute. So what's going on over here? Pretty much. It's a little bit too high, but it's better to overproduce than anything. All right, well, we'll just kind of let it do its thing here. Maybe we'll even, well, I don't want to disconnect it quite yet. And then let's see, that one's Caterium. Caterium's gonna go where I thought it was. Okay. There. Make sure. Oh, shoot. Just checking my YouTube chat now. I see a couple people hopped in. I got to just not use that chat because it only works half the time. Like, for some odd reason, this here doesn't show YouTube, even though it really should. And it does sometimes, it doesn't others. And I know this does actually show the YouTube chat. So that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I'm never going to use that that chat again. It's just too unreliable. I'll keep switching back and forth, but I'm always going to have the merge chat there as my primary. It's kind of annoying, actually. All right, so I should be paying attention, a little more attention to YouTube chat now. Sometimes the merged... Actually, it's a good question. If that's the case, let me try testing something on YouTube real quick. Okay, all right, it's showing up on at least on the stream chat. So, and I believe that's going to be this one. Yes. Ooh, made it just in time. So that one is going to be one level lower. Oh, these aren't high enough. Fucking Christ. So higher. Damn it. Well, we'll get it set up. It does take a little while to get set up here. Mark II. And I am out of reinforced iron plate. So we're probably going to have to hook the system back up. This is actually starting to turn into a problem. right, yeah, we got to turn that back on. I've had any doggos yet. You know what? I don't know if I should admit this. I have never trained a lizard doggo, and I know you're supposed to like put down alien remains, I think. But I've never actually done it. I've never trained a lizard doggo yet. Oh, it's a paleberry? Oh, well that would explain why it didn't work the one when I tried it. And that's actually going to take quite a while to spin back up. Always has been paleberries. For some reason I thought it was always going to be, I thought it was alien remains. Well, if I see any, I'll have to try to tame one. I have never tamed a lizard doggo. It's kind of hard to believe all of this is literally still just 4 per minute smart plating. Well, that's because you're running it at, yeah, I know. All right, this is the first one. Yep. For now, we'll just use iron plate parts, and then I'll have to come back and try to remember to upgrade them, which I probably won't remember, but this is the 64. That one needs to be here. That's wrong. Let's reset all this. We like to party, guys. Can you tell? It's really popping off. That is correct. So. That just makes that last one. That needs to be a splitter there. Because it needs to go up one more. I didn't really take that into account here. It's kind of sucks. That's interesting. Wasn't an issue. Put this one down here because why? Something I got set up wrong. Oh no. No. I'm going crazy. Things don't split off from that. They don't actually go any higher. It's every other odd floor. It's every odd floor. So that doesn't go up there. Cool. Too high. And I'm out of iron plate too. Fuck. May have to tear down the 4th floor just to resalvage some iron plate for a little while. 82 out of 5,000. If you were in YouTube chat earlier, I actually have resolved an issue where I wasn't seeing the messages. So, and if you're just joining, we are testing the smart plating factory on the 2nd floor, and each floor is producing 1 smart plate per minute, for a total of 4 floors and 4 smart plating per minute to get us to phase 2 in about 20 hours. Streams at awkward times for me, but thought I'd drop a high. But I also have to go to bed. Have a good stream. All right, man. I think I seen you maybe in the comments on YouTube videos there. I'm still working on it. I am still plugging away, as you can see. But appreciate you hopping in, man. Dude, that's just like 20.8 hours until it's finished when fully running. I know, just only. Yeah, I think I recognize your name, your username. Yep. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Glad you hopped in. And I am still keeping pace with the challenge here. Had a few weeks that I had to delay, or not delay, but step away from the desk for a while. So that kind of delayed things. But now it's actually really slowing down. So the next video that I'm going to make is actually going to be completing phase 1. But as you can see, it's going to take a while. So we'll get there. I also got another project that I've been thinking about doing, and I might record. I'm going to be resurfacing my gaming desk, and I might record that, make it a video. But we'll see. If I do it, I'm going to try to not make it slow down my efforts too much. We'll see. Anyway, I was getting iron plate. Whee! It's trickling in. Okay, we got the reinforced iron plate again, though. Yep. All right, I gotta label these floors somehow. I get confused at which floor I'm on. I got plenty of screws coming in, so that's good. Who doesn't like crab rave? $83 out of almost 100. Is that 2%? Now I gotta figure out. No, this should be pretty straightforward. Cool. What the hell? What's up with that? Weird little bug or something. What the fuck? Huh? Son of a bitch. That was just bizarre. I don't know why. Well, anyway, moving on. I can probably put the conveyor wall mount. Right. Oh. There. Huh? Why is that too high? The hell? I are confused. So then why the hell does that work? Are you planning on decorating or making future factories look better once you have a permanent power? Yes. Yes, actually, that is the plan. I am not going to try to leave this like floating floors here. And I think you're onto the idea of why I'm not doing it is because it costs resources. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to do that once I get coal power. In other words, I am going to do it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I mean, it may be a brick. It may look like a brick, but it will at least have an enclosed, it will be enclosed. I look like a brick. I look like a pretty nice looking brick then, I'll have to say. All right, so why is that like that? I don't know. Simple and ugly. Get out of here. Just busting my balls for no reason. Leaves. You've said that before. I'm out of iron plate again. Unfollows. So harsh. So why is that like that? Oh my god. Why? Alright, I gotta go see if I have any more iron plate. But yes, I am gonna try to, once I get to once I get coal online. Oh god, here comes Keanu Reeves coming in hot. Okay, or not. Keanu? Are you alright, dude? Keanu?
Oh, fuck! Oh!
Whoa, he had to really amp himself up on that one. I gotta figure out a better TTS system, because that is pretty bad. That was, I don't know, that was like 20 seconds. But yeah, pretty soon after I get coal power set up, as I'll come back and revisit these. And I would also like to put signs up that shows what floor you're on, because it's kind of starting to get a little confusing. So for some odd reason, that one's one too high, and I don't understand why. Resources are infinite. Use them. You want to know what's not infinite? Biomass. Your sanity. Yes, that too. I'm very confused about this. Wait. Oh, it is working. I just... okay. Yeah, see my... end time. Yeah, end time. This is taking a huge amount of time. I'm like getting into 110 hours here. And actually that needs to go up one higher, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It's your own fault. This is true. There's a reason why not too many other people are doing this. Suffer, bitch. Jesus. What? Chat, relax. Specifically random gear. My God. Alright, I figured out why it was weird. I'm fine. Alright, there we go. So let's see how far we want to go with this. How about right there? 3. Oh, not all of these are going to be marked 1 belts, but I don't have the reinforced iron plate to kind of deal with it yet, so we'll have to revisit it once we're done. Kind of want to get the bus done at the very least, so I can then test. Speaking of test, I want to go take a look. I'm out of iron plate already. My God. Whoop. Dimensional depots, man. I cannot wait to get those too. But this has been a massive project. It's only phase 1. I think I'm the only person on YouTube that's actually going to be on phase 2. I don't think I've seen anybody else do this challenge, or at least make YouTube videos about it and, you know, document the progress. There's probably been some people that have done it, you know, off YouTube and social media, stuff like that. But all right. Iron plate's going to be a problem. I might try to just handcraft some. I also need to see what's the status on our fuel. Uh-oh. It's starting to get a little low. We don't have any of that left. We don't have any of that left. Fortunately, we got a little bit of an emergency reserve here. Let's see. That means I'm going to have to stop and refuel soon anyway, which is fine because I kind of need to get these base materials started again anyway. And it's possible I'm going to go out and do that. I'm going to switch gears into getting more fuel. I think I'm probably gonna. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna have some stuff output here. How do I want to do this? Very good question. Very carefully. I think I know how I'm going to do it. Actually, no. Right there. Oh, one more over. Let's get up there and actually do it. To be perfectly honest, yes, we need to tie that in. So we need to have another merger here. It's gonna go there. Put it one more closer. Actually, no, that's fine. That's facing the wrong direction. Great. All right, there. Then all those will eventually cascade down into the space elevator. But then I can tie it into the next floor up. So it'll alternate back and forth, but that's fine. Okay. We still got smart plating coming out of there for some, interestingly enough. Oh, we have some coming down now too. Ooh, we're going to get to 2%. I think we're going to get 2%. Oh, wow. Is that going to stop at like 97? 96. Almost. All right, what's going on here? Nothing really. It just takes a long time to process. First iron plate. Requires 0.16. Ooh. Do we have an issue here? We might actually only be producing... Ooh. Let's check my modeler here. 2.963%. But that's... maybe that is wrong. Let's see. Oh yeah, that does need to be 2 per second. When I made a... okay. Divided by 12. So it needs to be more than that. Oh no, let me see here. It actually needs to be a little bit more. 0.16. So I can just plug that in, right? Okay. So that'll make those twice as fast now. Okay. Yeah, we're getting backed up on that, so that was definitely wrong. Well, it's good we found it now. Again, that's why we test. Okay. $99. All right, did I change that back yet? I don't think I did. Let's go check, make sure I did. Ooh, who remembers this song from Halo 2, huh? Okay, no, it is feeding back in. Getting there. We can get back to work then, at the very least. Ugh. Ugh. Ladders to nowhere still. It's funny. So that will be cut in half. That's only going to take 15 minutes now. We'll check the rotors and make sure that's right too. Maybe it is wrong. Yep. Ah, shit. Okay. So that changes things a little bit now too. So that means I gotta fix copper rotors on the floor above. Which kind of sucks. Missing cable for once. Wow. Ooh. I'm actually going to have to fix that now too. You don't have to. Perhaps we can make this easy on ourselves here. Now that'll work. Okay. All right, let's go get some cable. See, did I update this? Yeah. So I was only actually producing about half a smart plating per minute, but you know. Really? I hate how sometimes the mergers. I want to click this and I want it to automatically be the same direction. I thought they changed that. Okay. It's the existing ones should still be producing. Ow! Why? Why are you bonking me? Build faster, damn it. If I build faster, I'll have mistakes and it'll slow me down. Build nicer, damn it. What is that? What is this? What is this? A Daft Punk song? What's it called? Technologic. No, it's Harass Thor Night. I thought that was every night I stream. Right, now this is looking a little bit better. Oh, so now we need power. And we gotta hook up the other side. Depends how Ada feeling. Yeah, that's true. Let's see, this is not correct. None of these are correct. Okay. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. I might just try to wrap up these corrections here for tonight. We might call it a little bit of an earlier stream. We'll see. See how much more progress I make. Okay, I see. Oh. Yeah, I was just thinking this. This is the Raven. So it's not exactly Factorio vibes. Yeah. It's a little too that's like first person shooter Call of Duty, you know, amp up music. It's not really satisfactory music. I was literally just thinking that, like, this is interesting. Factorio with no industrial music seems heretical. Let's see. There. Good evening, Bjorn Swift. No power. There. Don't get me wrong, I love EDM, but not that. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. It's literally high paced, high energy. I took Bjorn out of lurking. All right. So now we should be appropriately at about 1 per minute per floor. Plus, Thor's been off for a long enough period that I have to get back into remembering he's trying to be a YouTuber. Let's see. Yeah, that's down to 750 seconds. Yeah, I had to be away from my machine for a little while too. Oh wait, that's still wrong. Okay, so we need to update this too. We made an error. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I don't know. I gotta do some React streams. I'm gonna start acting like a YouTuber. Maybe I will. Maybe I will make that video of my resurfacing my desk because Thor went to Macau again to see. Wow, jeez. Let's see. That's a little harsh. Let's see. It's a little true. See the source of his beef. Oh my god. Alright, this should now be working substantially better. Oh, we're now see beef. Not that it matters. There's no iron plate coming in, but still. The dog in dispatch beef. Oh. I wonder if I should stream that game. I could stream it off of Amazon's gaming cloud servers there. For free. All right. This is looking much better now. Honestly, I have a hard time really replaying its story myself since I'll just make most of the same choices. It's what I usually find I do too. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do like in Baldur's Gate 3, a villain run, and then I could just never get myself to do it. Let's see. So now these are supposedly operational at the correct rate. Yeah. I mean, you're a former hero of the city. Why would, after I lose my mech, I suddenly became immoral and unethical just because it'd be different? Seems out of character to start having a depressing existential crisis. It depends on, I guess, if it's like justifiable. Maybe. I mean, it's like Diva without her mech. I mean, she'd just build another one, but actually, I guess that's a good question. Why does he just build another one? Or maybe he's trying to build another one in the meantime. Well, you're basically told that they'll rebuild it in a month. Yeah, in the meantime, you're working dispatch. So yeah, I guess I don't really know why that would cause you to go full on villain mode. Well, you basically told that they'll rebuild. Oh yeah, I just read that. All right. I believe these are now up and running. We're going to have to do some more tests at some point. But for now, we're going to try to get back into... let's see if we can fill that back in. Keep getting... Whoops. Keep getting the item bus going. Man, I'm getting tired. Might wrap up the item bus here. And I might call it a stream, although I call it a stream here pretty soon. Also, as a GM, I cut a few plot holes with the main villain that I kind of felt was a bit inexcusable for a writer who's made their life as a professional plot writer. I'd have to actually, like, review that as well. But yeah, I see what you're saying. So is this one... That actually is in the wrong spot. It's better. Okay, there's that one. Took up the power on these bad boys. But I still kind of want to try it. I still want to play it. Okay, that should be correct. I mean, I feel like most stories can have plot holes in them. Like, I don't know, Lord of the Rings. Why didn't they just go? Why didn't they just ride the eagles to Mount Doom? I feel like that was a thing. But come on, Thor, if you read the book, they even explain why they couldn't. I felt like I just heard a YouTube short that kind of described it, but enlighten me then. Unless there's an ad break. Shortest story, the eagle's nests were being held hostage by Sauron. Ah, well, there you go. Somewhere right there. I do need one more. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I'm getting a little bit too energy here. I think this is probably gonna, I'll get this access point here. And, I think this is gonna be a good time to call it a night for today. Call it a night for today. See, my point exactly. I can barely even talk. So, polish off some of these last little details here. And we can get started on the 3rd floor. Oh, let's see. Today's Thursday. We've got a little bit. Might be doing a little bit of Helldivers 2 tomorrow. We've done. I think we've got now 2 per minute smart plating. So I actually did get to my goal today. We found a bunch of issues with the floors below. And hopefully we can find or prevent those issues on this floor. And then we'll be, well, we're actually already a little halfway done with this. And we're up to 118 out of 5,000. I found a major issue. Oh God. So we're 2%. We're 2% done with phase 1. What is your major malfunction? What is it? What is it? I'm waiting. Operator building. Yeah, there it is. There it is. This is the Pioneer's fault, which it technically always is, but... Alright, guys. I'm actually kind of tired tonight. I think this is a good time to end the stream. It's been a little bit of a slower stream, especially since yesterday. But I will be back tomorrow. We'll probably be doing a little more Helldivers 2 for an hour or so. And Pioneer's Ugliness. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. And then probably diving back into some more, I should say diving back in, but after Helldivers into get out of here, I will. Wrapping up this project here. Getting into phase 2, or at least letting it churn out until phase 2. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining tonight. This has been a good, slower stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.